fantastic worlds of Christopher Kaufman. Today I will perform the audio album from my epic fantasy series, Tales of the Ocean City, Book 1, Battle in the Sky. Tales of the Ocean City is the story of a young civilization turning the corner into the future, but are forced to confront an enemy from the deep past. "VIspushin, aloft!" cried Harl'ut. With a thrust of her wings, the white pegasus shot upwards through billowing clouds. Harl'ut stood with his arms held out, balancing on her back. They burst into vast heights, the realm of Harl'ut, the morning sun. Whose powerful beams illuminated iridescent mist on his golden skin. Far below, the ocean roared and thundered. VIspushin reached the pinnacle of her high arc. Now, she thought to him. The pegasus hovered, and the Harl'ut dove backward from her haunches. In a swan dive, he clove through tiers of frothing clouds. He used his chest and arms to glide in a spiral through the planet-tier wall's thick atmosphere. He reached the cool, misty air just below the clouds, jackknifed and straightened, and sliced right into the churning ocean currents. Dark purples and greens suffused his eyes as he penetrated cold, shadowy depths. He arched his back, frog-kicked and dripped lazily up towards a ceiling of shimmering blue light. He felt rough tickles on his skin as he passed through a multitude of bulbous purple sea stars. A powerful current buffeted him as he reached the water just below the surface. Here, VIspushin's voice shimmered in his mind like watery light. With a vigorous kick, Harl'ut vaulted through crashing waves and snagged the sharp hoof of his bondmate. "Aloft!" he cried again. As they neared the low-flying figures, Harl'ut could clearly see a massive perianth stride majestically through the sky. His fur was covered to deep chestnut. Silver streaks spiraled across his huge wings. A blanket of brilliant multicolored strands streamed out from his haunches. A quick flash of fiery light caught Harl'ut's eye. He saw a circlet of fire jade winding through Princess Brynlin's hair, which flowed about her neck and shoulders like a cloud of red and orange flames. A scarlet ribbon wound around her lithe form and down her back to meet an abundant sash. A skirt of loose swags flared about her legs in the wind. Harl'ut cleared his mind of the mesmerizing vision, stood up on VIspushin's back, and prepared to utter his call and greeting. But VIspushin suddenly pulled up short in the air and mouthed a rasping bark. Her telepathic voice rang in his mind. "Danger! Alarm! Enemy!" Harl'ut instantly hunched over, gripped the mesh along her withers with one hand, and craned his neck up and to the left. He followed VIspushin's stark gaze. Multicolored worlds dissipated in the thick glaze of morning light. formed at the edge of his vision and separated into 3 jagged shapes, growing in size. Blood-red streaks rent the air as 3 giant warriors riding massive red and black perianths shot past, heading directly towards the princess. Numbing keening sound, followed by a venomous, sweet, acrid miasma, sliced through Harl'ut's senses. All went dark.
That's my name. All my life is a musical game. And my home is a musical forest. We love to dance and play the day away. I'm squealing to Margaret.
Welcome to the adventures of Squigglety Buglet in the musical forest. This is Squigglety Buglet. Squigglety Buglet is walking in the musical forest. She loves to play the forest. Yes, I said play the forest, because in the musical forest, everything makes a musical sound.
I can play the leaves. I can play the wind. I can play the rocks. The water. The vines.
She walks along the path, lost in wonder. Enjoying the sights and sounds of the forest. Hello! The Squiggle turned and saw her friend, Ms. Lazard, sitting on a large rock.
Hello, Miss Lazard.
Come, Squiggle. Time for a lesson in rhythm. That's the music word. Then you can take a seed pod to Dr. Sound Artist and make music on his magic music wall. Squiggle was very happy to hear this. There was nothing she wanted more than to visit Dr. Sound Artist in his mysterious cave, give him gifts of seed pods, and make music on his magic music wall. Miss Lazard climbed down from her rock and went to a nearby stream. There, by the fresh running water, were 4 piles of stones of different sizes. On a nearby rock, a little frog rested with its eyes closed shut. Okay, you know the game. Tap the frog. Squiggle went to the frog and gently tapped it on its little green head. The frog's eyes popped open and began to croak in perfect time. Here we go! The giant lizard began dropping the smallest stones into the stream. Squiggle hopped and clapped with the rhythm of the stones. Miss Lizard tossed in the next largest stone worth 2 frog bucks. Squiggle thought.
Short.
For the small stones and for the bigger ones. Miss Lizard tossed in the next largest stone.
That's the one with 3 throats.
Let's make it harder. Miss Lizard tapped the frog and he started croaking faster. She tossed in a stone from the largest pile. It was worth 4 frog croaks. Squiggle balanced on her foot and tried to stay up, but by the 4th croak she lost her balance and fell in a heap. She looked up sadly, but Miss Lizard laughed kindly. Don't be sad, Squiggle. You did better than ever. Here, take this seed pod for rhythm to Dr. Some Artist to make music on his magic music wall. Squiggle could feel the seed pod pulsing with rhythm as she held it. She returned to the forest path. Squiggle T. Buglet was very happy to have the rhythm pod. But she knew that she needed more than rhythm alone to make music on Dr. St. Artis's magic music wall.
The songbirds. I must go to the music trees.
She hopped and jumped with excitement and ran down the path toward the music trees, where the songbirds lived. She soon came to a bridge which crossed the stream. But before she could cross it, a little troll popped out and stood in front of the bridge. His arms were crossed, and he wore an angry expression on his little face.
Oh. Hello, little troll. What's it now?
She had met Little Troll before. His eyebrows bristled with anger. You cannot pass, Squiggle Bucket. Not unless you answer my riddle.
What is your riddle?
Here it is. I have different lengths of time. Without me, music notes cannot chime. I'm short and long, and that's no joke. Better match me to the croak. What's the music word?
That's easy. Your rhythm.
The air went out of Little Troll like a popped balloon. You may pass, he mumbled, and returned to his cave under the bridge. Squiggle happily jogged across the bridge and entered the grove of music trees. The wind made the leaves play sounds. Tree trunks sang as she stroked them. She followed the sound of beautiful singing. They came to a stop in front of the mysterious cave of Dr. Sound Artis. Little Troll took Squiggle's hand and led her into the dark cave. They heard a mysterious sound. Like a machine of some kind, waiting for them. The shadow loomed before them. Even Little Troll felt scared. The shadow rose up and turned around. A voice came to them from the darkness. Forgive me, but I was napping and had the lights turned low, said Dr. Sound Artis, but it was indeed he. The cave was now bright and cheery. Well, if it isn't Squigglety Butlet and Little Troll, is that you? Are you here to make music on my magic music wall?
Yes, I am, Dr. Sound Artis.
Very good. Now, come this way. He led them to the music wall, which was a giant loom where music sounds could be woven together and played.
Awesome!
Next to a massive keyboard was an opening in the shape of a frog's mouth. Here, Squiggle, the seed pods. Squiggle dropped in the rhythm pod. She dropped in the melody pod. She dropped in the harmony pod. She dropped in the instruments pod. She tried a chord and made a melody to go with it. Added some rhythm. She chose soprano and bass-voiced instruments and made them go together like Ladybird and Manbird. The music just poured out of her. Oceans and oceans of music. Never wanted to end. But at some point, an ending came about. Squiggle had a calm and happy feeling, like she had been through something wonderful and big. She also felt very tired. It had been a long day. Well, my friend, I've never heard more beautiful music from a young buglet. The process never ends, you know. That is the eternal joy of it. You never stop growing.
Like a plant!
Yes, indeed. Just like a plant growing into a glorious tree.
Like the musical forest!
Yes, you've got it, Squiggle. That's the whole idea. We are all trees in the forest making music together.
Yeah! Squiggle, tea, buglet, That's my name. Oh, my life is a musical game. And my home is a musical forest. We love to dance and play the day away. I'm Squiggledy Boglet. The end.